Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the presentation, and in order to avoid any disturbance during the presentation, later I would like to ask you to change to mode of your gadget into silent. Let's do it together. Thank you. The Honorable Miss Desi Nur Mulyani Sari, Master of Arts, the Honorable Mr. and Madam Speaker, distinguished fellow students, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, my name is Indah Fatma Laisyari. As the moderator, I would like to welcome you all to this prestigious seminar about managed by student executive board of the Facultas of Midwife Aisyah University. In this opportunity, we will have an amazing presentation of our famous presentation, who I believe to enroll out instinct and knowledge about this seminar. Before the presentation, Behin allow me to introduce the presenter. Our first presenter is Faizan Nur Aulia. Our second presenter is Faiza Mardia. Our third presenter is Yani Fitriani. And the last presenter is Salsabila Fatur Rahman. Without further ado, I would like to welcome our first presenter. She will deliver a presentation and theory. Discussion of the material. First, definition of antenatal care. Second, the frequency of antenatal care visit. Three, what does the antenatal examination? Four, why antenatal care is important? Five, examination performed during age.
Definition of antenatal care. Antenatal care is medical term that refers to an expanding material health care program that's becoming more professional. Pregnancy check-up with the help doctor or midwife to optimize the mental and physical health. For coping with childbirth, breastfeeding preparation, and a natural return to productive health. Next slide. What care is given to pregnant women? First, physical health monitoring. Second, physiological health monitoring. Third, fetal growth and development. Fourth, preparation for childbirth. 5. Preparation of mothers to face new role as parents. Next slide.
Antenatal care service must apply the standard 20 service with a frequency of at least 4 visits during pregnancy. Antenatal service can also to provide information to pregnant women and to carry out appropriate treatment and to immediately check their pregnancies if are signs of danger during pregnancy. Factors that influence the health behavior of pregnant women in conduction A and C. Visit next slide. Be a predisposing factor, enabling factor, and reinforcing factor. Predisposing factor consists of age, education level, occupation, parity, knowledge, and attitude of pregnant women. Enabling factors include the distance of residence, family income, and existing media investment. Factors include husband support, family support, and attitudes and support from her health works. Next slide.
Who does antenatal examination? Does examining antenatal care are midwife and eye doctor. Doctor, this pregnancy check is done to optimize the mental and physical health of midwife and monitor the health of pregnant woman for 9 months to avoid pregnancy check doctor by a doctor or midwife of optimize the mental and physical health of pregnant women. Antenatal care is important to help moms know the depth of the venous and monitor their health during the 9 months of pregnancy. Pregnant women can also avoid complications that medical board obstetrician and midwife have activities in examining pregnant women. Next, uh, insep, insep, inspection schedule antenatal care. One, entries when time in the trimester gestation less than 14 weeks. I am to give birth and wait for 5 fragment see information. Two, at least one in the second trimester, 14 28 weeks of pregnancy complication and how to them. Three, at least 2 time in the trimester modern 28 weeks until delivering. I am to be aware of fetal laxation, abnormalities, and antenatal examination according to the schedule. Welcome our second presenter. He will deliver presentation entertain. Next.
Next, Indah. Slide 11. Okay, thank you. Why antenatal care is important? When pregnant, it's very important to make efforts to monitor the health of the mother and the fetus in the womb. One of these efforts is by conducting pregnancy examinations, or known as antenatal care. Ladies and gentlemen, we must know antenatal care examinations aims to monitor the progress of the pregnancy to ensure the health of the mother and the growth and development in the fetus in the womb, and then knowing any pregnancy complication that may occur from an early age, including a history of disease and surgery, and then improve and maintain the health of the mothers and babies, and then prepare for the delivery process so that the baby can be delivered safely, and minimize the trauma that may occur during childbirth, and then reducing the number of deaths and morbidity in mothers, and then preparing the role of the mother and family to accept the birth of the child in order to experience normal growth and development. And the last, preparing the mother to the true the puerperium where can provide exclusive breastfeeding for her baby. Next slide. Benefits of antenatal care for a pregnant woman: reduce early pregnancy complications, maintain physical and spiritual health, and improve postpartum maternal health. And for the fetus, maintain material health, thereby reducing the incidence of premature stillbirth and underweight babies at birth, because maintaining the health of pregnant women is very important to avoid things that are not desirable. Next slide. Okay. Anamnesa performed during each antenatal visit. Ladies and gentlemen, the first step, anamnesa, like asking some questions, for example, asking for the name, age, complaint during pregnancy, medical history, and asking about her pregnancy. The next step, there are 10 T in the examinations of the antenatal visit. First T, determine the nutritional status of pregnant woman, such as making sure the pregnant woman consumes nutritious food. Second T, examinations of height and weight. Is very important to look at the body mass index. Third T, examinations of vital signs, such as checking body temperature, blood pressure, pulse, and respirations, and also physical examinations such as eyes, ears, and mouth. And then fourth T, fundal height measurement of the uterus, to determine the length of the fundus uteri height and to determine the part of the fundus, whether it is the buttocks or head. Fifth T, calculates the vital heart rate to determine the regular or irregular vital heart and it's normal or not. Sixth T, determines the percentage of fetuses to find out whether the head is down or not. And then 7T, administrations of tetanus toxoid immunizations so as not to get tetanus. And then 8T and 9T, administrations of blood booster drugs and lab checks to monitor hemoglobin, AIDS, and others. And the last, 10T, counseling. Counseling can help you make the right choices in planning, preventions of complications, and also delivery. That's my material delivery, I return it to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for our presenter for their information and interest talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of presentation. We would like to say thanks again for all the presenter for their information and interest talk, and to audience for your active participation. Hopefully, the presentation will be benefit for everybody. Thank you for your attention. Good night. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Udah, Bill.
Iya udah. Ida boleh matiin rekamannya. Tadi dia